Hey darling, welcome back. Right now, in this very moment, your money is sitting there waiting for your command. Not your wish, not your hope, not your desperate plea, but your absolute, unwavering command. And the reason you're here, the reason something inside you clicked on this video, is because deep down you know that the relationship you have with money right now isn't working. You know you're capable of so much more abundance than what's showing up in your bank account. You feel it in your bones that there's a different way to live, a way where money flows to you easily and joyfully. And today, sweet soul, we're going to unlock that power that's been inside you all along. Let me guess, you've been there, haven't you? Staring at your bank account like it's a cryptic message from ancient civilizations, wondering why the numbers seem to shrink faster than your favorite sweater in hot water. You've tried budgeting apps that made you feel like you needed a mathematics degree just to buy coffee. You've read those finance books that made compound interest sound about as exciting as watching paint dry in slow motion. And don't even get me started on those investment gurus who speak in acronyms like they're casting spells, leaving you more confused than a tourist in a foreign country without Google Translate. Here's the beautiful truth that nobody talks about. You're not broken, and you're certainly not hopeless with money. The real problem is that we've been taught to think about money like it's some mysterious force that operates according to rules only financial wizards can understand. But money, sweet soul, is energy, pure and simple. It's like electricity flowing through your life. And just like electricity, it responds to the laws of circulation, attraction, and most importantly, your conscious direction. Now, let me share something that will absolutely revolutionize how you think about this. There's a spiritual law that governs all prosperity, and it's so simple it might make you laugh. It's the law of circulation. Think of money like water in a river. When water flows freely, it stays fresh, clean, and life-giving. But when water gets dammed up or stagnant, what happens? It becomes murky, lifeless, and eventually toxic. Your money works exactly the same way. The more you keep it moving with joy, gratitude, and purpose, the more it multiplies and returns to you in wonderful, unexpected ways. But here's where most people get tripped up, and I'm probably going to step on some toes here, but somebody needs to say it. We've been programmed to hoard money like squirrels preparing for the longest winter in history. We clutch our dollars so tightly we practically leave fingerprints on them. We spend money with fear, save money with anxiety, and wonder why our financial life feels like we're constantly swimming upstream in molasses. The secret that will change everything is this. Money is not something you chase, grab, or hoard. Money is something you command. Yes, you heard that right. You don't beg money to come to you like a lost puppy. You don't cross your fingers and hope it decides to visit. You speak to money with the authority of someone who understands their divine right to prosperity, and you give it clear, joyful instructions about what you want it to do. So let's get practical, because inspiration without action is just expensive daydreaming. Here's your first command, and I want you to try this today, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you brush your teeth, before you do anything else, you're going to have a little conversation with money. I know this sounds absolutely ridiculous, and your logical mind is probably having a small panic attack right now, but stick with me. You're going to say something like this, and say it like you mean it. Money, you wonderful energy of exchange, I command you to multiply in my life today. Flow to me easily, joyfully, and in perfect ways. I give you permission to surprise me with opportunities, ideas, and abundance that serve my highest good and the good of all. Now, here's the key part that most people miss. After you give money this beautiful command, you say thank you like it's already happened, because in the realm of spiritual law, it already has. Your second strategy is what I call the gratitude multiplication method, and this one is so powerful, it should probably come with a warning label. Every single day, you're going to find 3 things to be genuinely grateful for regarding money. Not fake gratitude, not forced gratitude, but real, heartfelt appreciation. Maybe you're grateful for the dollar you found in your jacket pocket. Maybe you're grateful for the free coffee your coworker brought you. Maybe you're grateful that you have enough money to buy groceries without counting every penny. The size doesn't matter, darling. Gratitude is like a magnet for more abundance. and the universe absolutely loves a grateful heart. Here's your third practical step, and this one might challenge everything you've been taught about money. Start giving money away with joy. I can practically hear the collective gasp through the screen, but hear me out. I'm not talking about giving away your rent money or your grocery budget. I'm talking about consciously circulating money with the understanding that what you send out comes back to you multiplied. Give a bigger tip than usual, and feel the joy of blessing someone's day. Send a small donation to a cause you believe in and feel the satisfaction of making a difference. Buy a coffee for the person behind you in line, and watch how that simple act of generosity shifts your entire energy around money. The fourth strategy is something I call money conversations, and this is where the magic really starts to happen. Most people only think about money when they're worried about it, which is like only calling your friends when you need to complain. Instead, you're going to start having regular, pleasant conversations with money throughout your day. When you pay for something, instead of wincing or feeling stressed, you're going to say something like, "Thank you, money, for allowing me to have this experience. Come back to me multiplied and bring your friends." When you receive money, even if it's just change from a purchase, you're going to acknowledge it with appreciation. Now, let's talk about something that might sound completely bonkers, but works like absolute magic. You're going to start treating every penny, every dollar, every amount of money that comes into your hands like it's a seed that's destined to grow into a money tree. When you receive your paycheck, hold it or look at the deposit notification and say, "You are seed money for greater abundance. Multiply and return to me in wonderful ways." When you find coins on the street, pick them up with gratitude and declare them to be symbols of the prosperity that's always finding its way to you. Your fifth and final daily practice is what I call the prosperity visualization. But we're going to do this differently than those complicated meditation techniques that require you to sit in lotus position while chanting in languages you can't pronounce. Every night before you go to sleep, you're going to spend just 2 minutes imagining money flowing to you like a gentle river. See it coming from multiple sources, expected and unexpected. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the excitement of having more than enough for everything you need and want. And most importantly, see yourself using this money to create beauty, joy, and service in your life and the lives of others. But here's what I really want you to understand, and this is the part that's going to stick with you long after this video ends. Commanding your money to multiply isn't about becoming greedy or materialistic. It's about stepping into your divine right to live abundantly, to have the resources to express your gifts, to serve others from a place of overflow rather than lack, and to prove to yourself and the world that prosperity is your natural state. The reason most people struggle with money isn't because they're not smart enough or don't work hard enough. It's because they've accepted the lie that money is scarce, that there's not enough to go around, that they have to fight and struggle and sacrifice to have financial security. But abundance is the natural order of the universe. Look around you. Nature doesn't hold back. Trees don't produce just enough oxygen, flowers don't bloom with moderation, and rivers don't flow with caution. Everything in nature gives freely and abundantly, and you, beautiful soul, are part of nature. So here's your challenge, your call to action, your opportunity to prove to yourself that these aren't just pretty words, but actual spiritual laws that work when you work them. For the next 7 days, I want you to implement just one of these strategies. Pick the one that excites you most or the one that scares you most, because sometimes they're the same thing. Try the morning money command, or the gratitude multiplication method, or start giving money away with joy. Choose one and commit to it for 1 week. And here's what I absolutely know will happen. Within those 7 days, you're going to start noticing changes. Maybe it's small at first. Maybe you'll find money you forgot you had, or receive an unexpected refund, or get offered an opportunity that brings in extra income. Maybe someone will pay you back money you'd written off, or you'll discover a way to save money that you hadn't thought of before. These aren't coincidences, darling. This is the law of circulation, responding to your new relationship with money. But don't just take my word for it. Try it for yourself, and then come back and tell me what happened. Leave a comment sharing your results, your surprises, your questions, or even your skepticism. I read every single comment because your stories inspire me and remind me why this work is so important. And if this message resonated with you, if something inside you lit up and said, yes, this is what I need to hear, then subscribe to this channel, because we're just getting started on this journey to financial freedom and spiritual abundance. Remember, sweet soul, you are not a victim of circumstances. You are not at the mercy of economic conditions or other people's decisions about your worth. You are a powerful, creative, divine being with the ability to command your money, to multiply, to attract abundance, and to live the prosperous, joyful life you came here to experience. Your bank account is about to become a lot more interesting. Your relationship with money is about to become a lot more fun. And your life is about to become a beautiful demonstration of what happens when someone finally understands that prosperity is not just possible. It's inevitable when you align with the spiritual laws that govern abundance. Now go forth and multiply, in every sense of the word.